Well, now that you mention it, kind of stands up. Aeneas. Do you have something else? Kind of stands up and looks at you and goes, well, yeah, actually. In the city of Sulfuria, my friend here, Mr. M, used to be the fighting pit champion. That was taken away from him from one of Kevdak's little buck boys, I guess. You can take out that champion. I'll ferry you back here to Sulfuria. I'll even take you to the Dragon's Gate if you need to.
Oh. Yeah, he's like, we'll do it. She heard go to the Dragon's Gate and she's like, we'll do it.
Well, in that case, all right. He's actually uptown right now. He's sitting his time at the brothel. Don't know how long he's going to be there for, but you come back with proof that he's dead. That's it.
All right, guys, let's do it.
Adam just stands up and just goes, oh, I can't wait to kill this one.
Okay. Now, Mally. I am. What's that?
Can you turn the screen a little bit more?
Or devil.
Yeah, that. Oh, yeah, that.
Like that?
Yep.
Perfect. Or, how about we do this? Here. Why don't all four of us get a hooker or whatever, all go into a room and search from there. Once we're inside, we're inside.
Okay. Yeah, let's do it.
Oh, okay.
We're looking for a fight pit champion in the brothel right now.
You're looking for a fight pit
For
champion?
a fight pit champion in a town called Sulfura that we haven't been yet. We have no idea who he is. We don't have his name, nothing.
We just try to kill him.
Yeah, we
and
kill
then we'll
him
get free travel around this
entire area.
Yeah.
So we can kill anything we want?
Yeah, we just have to kill him. So all we know is right now he is in this brothel that we are currently at.
Okay. So let's all
The
do
Pink
it.
Pit. That's the name of the
The pink prick. So like a pink.
It's a cactus, but it's got like a little pink top. Like it's got a little flower that's opened up and looks very suggestive.
I get you.
So instead I think we'll all take one. Oh,
Yeah. We can split up.
Well, in that case, what would you like? Some of the more experienced ladies are obviously more expensive.
Yeah, the one out front are the new ones, right?
Yes, they haven't been broken in public yet.
That reptile lady, I think I figured.
Oh, very well then. Absolutely. She just kind of walks out. She just slithers right in. Kind of coils up a little bit around you.
That's the people native to this place. She's going to know more information. Plus, I'm interested in finding out what the bugs are.
Make an investigation check on everyone. Anybody's in that house. No, I don't think that's it.
19.
Fucking O'Malley, man. Like, he's not here for the entire game and then rolls that.
Investigation. I don't have any investigation.
So she kind of stares at all of us and goes, well, for a better price, we can offer you better women in our VIP area. Bedlam's immediately. All right, everybody's on me. That's it. Let's go.
I can get that girl from the up front.
Yep.
All right. Okay. Am I wrong in thinking this?
Nope. Dude, I would have headed just out of curiosity.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't actually want to have sex with her. I want to get some information. But if I have to pump her to do it.
So they take us to this VIP area, and even the male guard that we're with, he kind of puts his hand on what looks to be like a wall, and the wall just kind of appears with like a sandstone door. Door opens up, we go inside. It goes down this very, very, like, for what feels like almost like a 20-minute walk, just down a single flight of stairs. And as we get there, it just kind of opens up into this giant, dugout room where there's sunbeams coming through. There's a lot of very nice stained glass. There's people from left to right, all different backgrounds and races, and everyone's just kind of having a great time.
Guys, you need to spread out. Keep your eyes and ears open. Someone who appears to be. That's like, when's the last time you guys met like this champion at the time? Let's move over.
Bedlam's girls just kind of lead him away. Hold your back, Argus!
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to take my snake arrow and go the opposite direction. And you haven't chosen one, right? You're just going to go on the pickle?
Yeah, you're just down there, like, with amongst the crowd. So it's key, basically. So everyone make a insight check. Bedlam's business.
No, I'm checking what my insight is. I don't have any insight either, so
Doesn't that roll?
What?
No, that's just the roll.
So you're trying to find information and clues.
17.
Fucking motherfucker.
No, I'm not getting
So as you're kind of leaning up against the wall, just like kind of staring at everybody, you do notice that there are maybe in this little underground oasis, you notice that there may be about 4 or 5 people that have scars look large enough to be fight pit champions. Some of them are close to Mal, none of them are really close to Bedlam. Most of them are close to you and Goldie.
They all have scars?
Like they have scars that like they look like they've been in battle.
Yeah, but do we have any descriptive words or anything to look at this guy? How are we supposed to know who it is?
That's on you.
Yeah, but why didn't the guy tell us some clues about it?
No, these guys are near me, right?
No, but the guy who sent us on this quest, he would have said, yeah, he's got a
If he made it easy on us, it wouldn't be worth 3 guys that would.
Exactly. No, he literally just told you.
We're going to kill 5 fighters right
He
now.
thinks we're going to get our asses kicked.
Let's talk about it.
He thinks we're going to get our asses kicked in a funny way.
Let's go be like, which one are you?
He's like, yeah, go fight that guy. If you beat him, you kill him, come back, sure, I'll give you one. He doesn't think we're going to do it.
So you see 5 gentlemen that can kind of fit this description. What are you guys doing?
Alright, you see them, right?
You kind of hear Bedlam like mute his earring a little bit.
Right. So you're gonna like go to me, right? You're gonna say to me, like through the ear, like, hey, now, group of dudes, right near you, look like some fighters, right? Look around. I'm like, oh, okay. So right there, right? That doesn't you.
Yeah, that's sweet. I just see 5 fighters all with battle scars on them that indicates that they're all fighters, but which one is the champion?
We gotta still find that out. Okay, well, yeah,
I'm just
okay,
saying
that's our
you
plan.
guys, so
That's our plan. Okay, so we're gonna need more information.
So what do we ask?
I'm gonna talk to
We're
the fellow
talking
like
through the
Liz.
earrings. We're talking through the earrings right now. So what do you recommend that do I get to ask them something or no? Is that my turn?
You're across the room from them.
There's no turds right now. You're all just trying to find information.
Yeah, we're just
Is
trying
there
to
any
find
animals around?
No.
Roll.
See if there's any animals.
There might be.
Suckers are
We're
freaks.
in a brothel. Why would there be animals?
Because they're fucking freaks.
We're also like maybe like 60, 70 meters underground.
Look at the house cat.
Two, so I don't see.
No, you don't sense any animals really. You're kind of just like overwhelmed by the sense of like the smells and everything.
Hey, what's there to do for fun in this town? You guys have like fight pits or anything?
Roll.
She doesn't want to tell me.
Well, she tells you that there is one here. So she looks at you and just kind of goes like, well, we have a fight pit here, but we rarely get to use it. Then she kind of just goes back to her business. It doesn't really seem like she's interested in talking at all.
Can I sidle up? Try to hear what they're talking about.
Investigation check.
I got stealth, right?
Alright, so you do hear that people are, like the crowd, like there's 3 of them in one area and there's one alone. The 3 of them you do hear that are closest to you, they are talking about like a great battle that was won, but from what you can pick up, it doesn't really sound like it was something that was done at pit. Like these are done weapons and armor.
Can I just go up to them and I'm driving door and just be like, hey, will one of you guys happen to be the current champion?
You can. Alright.
I'm on a mission from God. I need to know.
Alright.
I'm also standing right behind, like they're sitting there, I'm like right behind them.
No.
No, you do walk up to them, but like you're kind of like nervously like asking what you just did, right? And one of them, one of the ones that looks like he has absolutely no scars, this blonde elf just kind of looks at you and goes, "Are you a fan?"
I am.
Well, that would be me then, I think. These are all just my bodyguards. Make sure that nothing happens to them. I am Morden. I am the champion of Soldiera. How are you today? We're going to make this out too. He pulls out like a parchment paper and a small little roll. Morden. So I'm Morden. What's your name? Well, he doesn't know, so you can just make him know.
No, you came up with what was the problem? Yeah, I'm Rupert. Your season.
I thought I was going to have to say it.
Yes,
I was like, I hope they go back home.
Did you find out anything? Kind of just
Well, that's what he's talking to the
rips it out,
We just found out who the guy
and just says, "To Bravo, love Morden. If you're ever in the town, come see me fight. It's always a spectacle."
So he's. I'm right behind his head. I'm like, tell him that you're only in town for one night and that you love to see him play right now.
I'm actually only in town this one night. I would love to be a fight.
Roll perception, or roll charisma check. Plus your charisma? Plus 0, okay. So it's just a 15. He kind of looks at you.
No one likes body couple.
Kind of just looks at you and goes, "Well, if Dragon belongs so pretty as yourself, I guess I can make a small exception." Kind of leans over and looks over at one of like the bigger scarred bodyguards and just whispers in his ear. Bodyguard just stands up. "Everyone out now!" All the hookers immediately just stand up, start walking out. All that stuff now is just a room full of like maybe 20 to 30 people, various sexes and ages, sizes, all that stuff. They're all just kind of sitting down, being like, "What's going on?" Guard speaks up again. "Morden wants to fight." Crowd looks like they're just getting really hyped up. The same bartender that serves our drinks just quickly slithers down and just puts her hands out and then touches the floor. And the floor where the benches and everything and the beds are, they all just kind of violently shift, and a small little sand pit just rises up. So it's about
That fucking pit going.
it's that big, maybe about only 2 or 3 meters deep. Nothing crazy, but it does go down a little bit.
Well, in the pit currently.
There's nothing in the pit. It's literally just a pit of sand.
Just it's a pit ready to go.
Yeah.
At the top right, so we hear that.
One of the bartenders just summoned the fighting pit.
I spoke
Summons the fighter and
No, fighting pit.
No, we know who the guy we have to kill is.
I found him.
Yeah.
Okay.
We know who the guy we have to kill is.
And I charmed him just enough.
It literally just passed.
Enough to get
Just
him to
passed.
fight.
Hey, so just before we go on any further, how was all the women? Everybody,
Great.
Nothing right.
No, all of them left. I was just kind of standing up confused.
Did you get a guy?
All you hear through the hearing is just, "Who the fuck's a Morden?"
It's pretty boy.
This is our fighter. Let's go.
He's the champ.
Yeah.
That's him. Morden looks at you and just like he takes off his shirt and just starts to stretch. He's like, "Do you happen to have a fighter in mind, or can I just pick on the ground?"
I'm gonna come up the side of it. Well, what are the particular rules for this one?
It's to the death. I've never even been hit, as you can tell. Face looks absolutely pristine. No one's even quick enough. Why? Do you think you can bend the blow?
I appreciate the offer.
And then all you hear is kind of, "Oh, fuck it!"
He just jumps
down.
But I think we have a challenge.
There's
my
guy.
I appreciate the offer, but I think we have a challenge.
Do you know him? Yes. "Oh, fuck it!" I don't know him, but he seems durable.
That's Cecil. He's a good time player.
Oh, well, I hope your band will be able to perform tonight, but I'm very gambling now.
Oh, you're a gambler.
Well, yes, of course. We fight the champion who doesn't gamble amongst us.
Well, we don't make the bet.
I appreciate your autograph, so I'll leave you $1,000.
Turns around. Speak to this one as we fight to collect my winnings, please. You're on. Kind of walks up to the ring, still stretching. and then just like lightly, just kind of like lets himself in. Now we roll for initiative.
Alright. Now, I know I want to talk to you through the thing.
Yep. Natural 20.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, yeah, I'm either going first.
Okay. I know we've never done it before, but you think I can teleport a dagger?
A dagger's too big, and this isn't something that you've ever done.
Yeah. This is probably not. What do you roll?
Yeah, this is my initiative with him, because we're the ones who can fight that.
It's just into it.
But
You gotta use your broom.
Yeah, you can help me out with spells and stuff, but yeah, I jump down there.
And, like, you can do, Bane on them, you know?
Divine fortune is on you.
Bane might not work because from what you can tell from this guy, he's literally never been hit, period.
I guess it all depends. I don't know if that's what you have to do.
Alright, so the bartender kind of slithers up in the middle of the ring and just finally says, "This is a private fight for a fad. Bets will be held at the minimum of 5,000 gold, unless there's something personal anyone can deal with. Please, don't make a mess, and your team is responsible for cleaning up the bodies afterwards." In one corner we have, she kind of like looks at her notes again and goes, "Cecil, the guitar player upstairs." Guy just kind of goes, that was just, "Got your loins, ladies! Yeah!" And in the other corner we have our champion, Morden, the blood trainer. And you just see him go, He raises his hands, and as he does, the crowd just erupts with cheers and just everything. They're all starting to get out checkbooks, gold everything, just trying to, they're just throwing money at foot. So. Alright, so I'm immediately just going to rage. I think that's a good idea.
Well, you got it for the last 10 minutes, right?
Yep. So hopefully that's the duration of this fight. Okay. So because we both got low, you do cast it, but instead of it giving me the full +5, it only gives me +1. But still, +1 to a roll, that's not bad. Okay, so now it's my turn. I do see that this guy kind of has everything. Do you throw me my bow staff? Like it's flipped like our belongings.
Oh, okay.
Alright, roll to see how well you throw it at me. Oh, that wasn't a D20.
Oh, shit. Where's my D20? You have it. Yeah, I'll just...
It's right here.
Oh, yeah. Oh, 16.
Okay. So literally like a spear, like you kind of just throw it out, and for you it's about the size of like a pencil. But as you throw it, it just kind of extends, and then I grab it, flip it around, and then just kind of get ready to do an attack stance.
You can't just start fucking firing arrows at me.
No.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I'm aiming to.
So first attack misses, second attack misses. So literally I run up to him and try and hit him, and so whack, whack, and he just hits them both away with a sword. So now we're both just kind of locked in here. Yeah, even with my bonuses, those miss.
He's got pretty good.
Natural armor. So as he dodges both of, or stops both my attacks, rather, he kind of hits me in the face with the shield, and then goes forward with the sword. I am able to kind of dodge it, but it does just cut the top of my shoulder. And then that's his turn, so now... Yeah, that was his turn, yeah. He missed 2 of his rolls, but one of them did hit. That was the shield hit, and then, yeah. I'm not stunned or anything, but I did lose 2 hits. So now... I'm going to do a passing attack to see if I can hit him and kind of like jump back. And then that's when I'm going to go for a strike again because I'll have the range on him. Misses. Misses. Fuck. Alright, you're in dice jail for now. I'm taking this one. So yeah. I kind of whack, and again he just quickly stops at both with the shield. You're not in combat, so you can basically you can throw out any spells you want that are out there that aren't damaging.
Can I do Bane to him?
Yeah, go for it, yeah. He failed, so it doesn't work. So roll damage. So that would be a 1d8. No, that would be... Let's get right here. Want to grab me one? He just used Bane and it landed successfully. He failed his roll. 4 damage. Nice.
There's also 1 minute.
Yeah. So it's like that's -4 on all of his attack rolls. Yeah.
Nice, I love that.
It's a good one. You can only use it once per combat though, so that would be it for this whole thing. But I mean, like when it lands.
Do you want to do the wounds anyway?
Not yet. I have 18 health out of 23. Like I'm still looking pretty good.
Alright, do you need right fortune?
No, it's still on me.
Oh, it's only +1.
Yeah.
I couldn't try
You can try and cast it again and make it better.
That's what I want.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll try my new dragon dice. 18 plus your. Oh, that wasn't your d20. That one is. But it works super well on me. I'll accept it. So you cast it well, I accepted it well, so I get a +4 now. Now it's his turn. As you see, yeah, she cast Bane on him. And like he failed his roll. So as you all see Morden try and like again go for the lunge, you just see his shoulder just kind of like give out and like he's just like ah, and he drops his sword down and he just kind of like lets out like this giant scream. As that happens, he just kind of like looks up and goes, "One of them's using magic." Not against the rules, but they're gonna do something to stop it. Ooh. And they critically failed on their detect magic, so they have no fucking idea where it's coming from. It could be literally anybody in the crowd, yeah. Because they just assume that we're a band. We don't know magic. They have no fucking idea.
I point out to some random stranger, and I'm like, "It's Egan!"
Deception check. Roll.
8
Plus your deception. Just makes it enough that at least one of the guards turns around, grabs a guy, and just starts hammering away at him. Like to the point where it's like the first hit, you can tell the head kind of broke. The second hit, it was definitely broke. And then by that third hit, there's just a hole where that fist was. This dude is just dead.
I'm backing up and getting the fuck.
Yeah. So now it's Bedlam's turn. So he's rolling at a disadvantage, and he does not have his sword right now. So I'm attacking twice. Just with regular strikes. One is 14 plus my 3. That does hit, and the other one does not. So you're just going to go on dice joke.
Caught him with a whip. That's it.
So 5, and then I'll use double strike. 12. So I just kind of clack him on the inside of the knee, and then wham, bring it right down that bad shoulder. And as Bevan does, like you literally see Morton just kind of drop down and just lets out like this giant. Healing spells now! Both of you roll an Arcana check.
20.
So you can absolutely tell that like one of the guards that he has is slowly starting to put his hands like into weird motions and stuff like that, and he is trying to cast some sort of healing spell. You can absolutely tell which one it is.
I'm gonna throw both my daggers at that motherfucker.
Okay, roll. Roll again.
15.
That's 2 daggers. Alright, so 1 dagger hits, so roll damage. D8.
3.
So
I just want to stop this fucking doing it.
the dagger just kind of throws, teleports, and it lands right into the palm of this dude's hand, where he's just like, ah! And he just kind of turns around, yanks it out, throws it on the ground, and then notices that it just vaporizes and appears back in your hand. He starts casting like some sort of magic on his own hand, but it did stop the healing. So he gets himself up.
Pretty much laying in that arm.
Gets himself up, and then just kind of crack. You hear a large audible, snap kind of go back into it. And then as he runs forward and with only just his shield now, he kind of kicks up his sword and grabs it, lunges towards Bedlam. Bedlam kind of retaliates and just kind of tries to keep the distance from him, but he uses that shield to get close and tries to go in for another lunging stab and just catches Bedlam on the outside of his knee. But he does kind of shake up a bit, and as he's going for another shield strike, Bedlam is able to stop and block that. So now we're both just kind of locked up together. Yeah. He only hit 1. That was the stab. Yeah.
Had a slight. He just got in.
Like I have really high AC, right? But it's like he just rolled enough to hit. So now would probably be a good time. No, you just have the ability. You roll to see how much you heal.
Yeah.
That's a 1d8.
1d8 plus 4.
Yeah. Like you roll to see how well it heals like that. So I'm healed to max.
Nice.
Alright.
And can I gain him? No, I can't.
No, he's already still bait.
What I'm going to do is, I'm going to run to where that guy trying to cast that magic is, and I'm going to come alongside his throat and say, buddy.
So this is going to be happening at the same time. What I'm doing and you're doing. So roll for it. So I'm hitting him twice.
13 plus my stealth.
19.
Yeah, I got. Okay.
19, 18. So I'm hitting him twice with my rage. Double damage on both of these.
Okay. Yeah, my stealth.
Plus 4, right?
Yeah, I rolled 18.
6 plus 4, 10. 5 plus 4, 9. Shit, taking 19 damage.
Alright, so I'm successful stopping this guy, right?
What'd you roll? 17. Yeah, you do manage to get up to him, but instead of coming behind him, like you kind of like push his arms up, push him up against the wall, and the blade's like right up against there. Yeah. So as Bedlam and Morton are kind of locked up, he kind of just boom extends the staff just a little bit and hits him in the nuts. You hear just this audible boom
from everyone in the crowd.
Every male in the crowd. Morton just kind of and then Bedlam kind of shrinking down his staff, cracks his knuckles and just wham, just lays it out in one hit. Morton falls to the ground and he's kind of like on his face and just slowly trying to get himself up. But you can see that his like where his perfect jawline used to be is now been shifted completely. He just lets out an audible.
But I'm stopping the guy.
So I think I'm rolling like shit for the ends too. So you're holding up this half orc, and he does try and like fight back, but you literally just force it all right back, and you get the blade a little bit deeper, so now he knows he's like you're absolutely serious. One of them does try and throw a potion down at Morton, but he's kind of like he's a little shaken up for the first time seeing like his dude like this, so he kind of fumbles it and literally drops it into the pit, and it shatters, and like the healing liquid just kind of goes into the sand, and now there's a little bit of broken glass, basically just like kind of like over here. There's a small little pool of what looks like blue water and just shattered glass. But after a while, it just kind of goes into like that dark, wet sand look. So yeah, as Morton's trying to get up and like say all this, Bedlam just tears over him. And as he's about to deliver the final strike, Morton just kind of turns around, boom, hits Bedlam right in mommy daddy butt. Again, the entire crowd just Bedlam just kind of crouches over and goes. He doesn't quite fall down or go to his knees or anything, but you can tell that shook him a little bit. So now Bedlam's turn.
You hit him in the balls, just gonna make him mad.
Hits. That was a 6. That does not hit. Yeah, but even plus the 4. 10 doesn't hit. Oh, 8. So as Bedlam kind of like reels up, his eyes just kind of like, again, from what you've already seen, like when he goes into that rage mode, his eyes just kind of roll into the back of the skull and just goes, nobody hits little Bedlam. And he just kind of drops the staff, walks over towards Morton and just grabs him by the head with his thumbs in his eyes and just kind of starts squeezing, no one hits little Bedlam! Throws him down towards where Bedlam sees the shattered glass, puts his face towards it, and just starts beating it to him with the bottom of his foot. And just keeps crushing it, and crushing it, and crushing it, and crushing it, to the point where, like, this is now no longer pace. Like, Bedlam's just stepping on bones and glass at this point. And you just see him just, fucking Christ! No!
Like, you should be saying, hey, it's over.
You won.
We need to calm the whole town.
Hey, you get your right.
Bedlam just kind of sits back down and just kind of looks at his foot and just starts picking out pieces of it. Just glass, teeth, everything out of the bottom of his foot. He's a fool. Really, Florence chunky, just like, ugh. Oh. Alright, so where's the champion then?
That was the guy!
Good job.
Bedlam just kind of scoops up like a part of the brains and the teeth and just kind of, you think this is accepted?
He's gotta have like a ring or something. Bring that fucking magical urn that thing he's got.
I kind of grab the sword and shield.
Yeah.
Toss it up to you to throw in my bag of holding. The half-orc kind of walks up to you and goes, no. Kind of turns around and looks over at the bookie, and the bookie goes, he's never lost. There's really never been odds on him. Here's the 2,000 that you'll promise, and just kind of gives you a cool curse. If anything further was learned, sure the bartender will let you know if you haven't sent to your ship. You see like 3 or 4 like guys just kind of slowly meander, get into the place,
lost all their fucking money,
and they're just looking at this dead out's body as starts slowly picking up the pieces.
Yeah. So we got the proof that we killed this fucking guy. That's right.
Oh yeah, and I'll go a piece of seafood or something, but whatever.
Yeah, trinkets. You know you like trinkets.
I do like trinkets. So as we start going up, immediately the bar is already, like, they've already heard that this has just happened. So they're just kind of, yeah! What was my fucking name again? Oh yeah. Say so! Say so! Say so! Say so! Oh. We're the baddest band in town.
Play us the song! No.
One of them does say that.
Yeah.
Play us a song! But we don't have our instruments. The bartender immediately just siles up. Well, what's he all play? I'm the one that's in the earring right now, just kind of panicking. What the fuck do you play?
Drum.
He plays drums. Singer. Kind of shuffle you off over, and then there's a small wall where she kind of claps her hands again, puts it up against the wall, makes a couple of like little sigils and stuff, and the entire sandstone wall just literally dissolves into sand, opening up and extending what looks like this small little concert area. Will you be ready in about 10 minutes? Better than just panic. I don't know if we can do this one. We're going to have to do this.
Yeah, I'm good at it. Who knows how to play? You can sing, right?
Yes. All you need to do is sing.
But you know any actual sing?
No. I only go to church and I want to.
Goes to work.
Yeah. I can keep a beat as long as it's real simple. Alright? Hey, Shane.
Yo!
You want to play your flute?
Let's do it.
So, also getting everything ready.
I think we were the baddest guy then, so...
A lot of that. Like, a lot of things. So you set up everything, and you notice that this once empty concert hall has now been filled. Like people are shoulder to shoulder. Seats are filled up. People are sitting on the stairs.
They've all heard about it.
Yeah, they've heard that Morden is dead, and this was the guy that did it. So they're all like, "He's in a band. We gotta see the band, dude. We gotta see the band, man. They're playing for free at the Pink Prick. We gotta see the band."
How does it turn into the fucking? Why did this? We're the band. Okay. Anyway.
Again, that's something that just kind of popped into my head because I was like, "Why else would we be here?"
Yeah, I've got mad dexterity. I've got +6 dexterity. So funny little fucking fuck up. Right, I can keep it up.
So talented.
No, it's just dexterity, right?
Yeah.
Honestly, some of these fucking soundtracks I just straight up listen to at work.
Yeah, I like it. It's really neat.
Alright, so we're on our way to Kev's Dax, and we're gonna play a fucking tune. So as we approach, you can tell because you can hear some of the guards speak in underspeech, so you can make out that it's like, hey, we're slowing down, we're approaching Kev Dax. You can't really see anything because the way the carriage is like you can't see ahead or behind you, but you can see on the sides. All you can hear is just massive, heavy chains, just and just a large, from what you can maybe tell, is like steel or an iron door, just swing open and just.
Oh, nice. This ain't a fan of this approaches.
And we start heading in. Throughout the sides, you can see that from past this first gate, it looks like almost like torture racks that are on the immediate inside, and then there's another gated wall. And as you go further in there, it looks like it's basically like you said before, it's gorgeous. There's a guard shack. There's a training area. There's another training area for people that are using bows and arrows. You even tell that there's a small little separate area for mages to practice their spells and stuff. All the carriages stop. The door swings open, and the man in black just kind of stands there. He's this way.
We have to grip him in before his carriage stuff.
Yep. So I assume the boys will be focused.
Oh yeah, they got it.
Now, the 3 dogs, are they part of this show? Adapted all the tactics.
They are trained show dogs.
What's his name?
Lars.
Lars. A word, please. These dogs are not to step foot outside of your words. They're not to defecate in the house. They are only... I just turns back around.
Can I say to this guy?
Yeah.
We're gonna have an audience with his Highness Majesty. What do we call this guy?
Your Lordship.
Your Lordship.
Well, Kevdak will be in the audience as well as his esteemed guests. He will be playing for quite a crowd
Tonight.
So you go on in about 20 minutes.
20 minutes.
I know this is wrong.
No, it's okay, but it might take us a little longer to set up than usual.
That's fine.
Okay.
We got invited to this guy's house. We were supposed to eventually end up seeing this dude, but the way that we ended up doing it was better. But when we got to town, we ended up seeing in a giant tree in the center of town an effigy that was 2 half elves, a dragonborn, and a half orc, all kind of dressed and painted to look like us. And then in a language that we couldn't understand, it just said something, and then what we couldn't understand in common, it just said motley feet.
We can't use our real.
They were hung from a tree.
We can't use our
we
real
killed 4 people, painted them up, and hung them from a tree to make them look like us. And then had a sign that just said something motley feet. Then we ended up trying to get information. We ended up finding out how to get to different areas of the desert, through the desert. But we can't do that without this guy Cole. But he said his past dude was the champion, but if we killed the current champion, then everything's gravy. So Bedlam did what he did best. Turned like I said to fucking red toothpaste. And now we're being invited because now Kevdak started there's a new champion in the city. And that we're a fucking awesome band from the east. So we're heading north and playing for this guy. That's what we can use our revenge. We're not even dressed up like how we would be dressed up because that's too recognizable.
That's why we brought 3 guys from that other ship to be our roadies.
The Crimson Dawn.
Dudes, right?
Yeah, the captain, his mate, and then the mate's brother.
Yeah.
So,
and like I said, that's that big ass guy,
yeah,
right?
all 3 of them.
The giant dude. Yeah, so we got them as our roadies.
But they're really dressed up in a disguise, like you couldn't make them out. So yeah, as we start to set up, so just to give you guys an idea, like the stage would be kind of like here, and then it goes into like this giant auditorium.
Like, I think this guy's gonna make us play for him before he. Before he tells us he already knows what he does. Yeah.
There's like a giant.
Just curious. I want to see your band.
Yeah.
There's a bridge that kind of goes up, and then you see like 3 seats, and then there's like a balcony that's kind of up over here. Like you guys have seen it off the house.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that. There's seats. You can just kind of fill it up all the way back. And then underneath this, there's a large set of double doors. Let's see. Door. 2 doors just behind me. Stands are full.
And I assume Buddy's right there with his 2 bucks.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Now, the show's not on yet.
No show's not on.
We're setting up. Alright.
So we're back, like, you literally leads us into this, as we walk into this place, we start looking around. We do see a small kitchen, maybe, with people just, like, goblins just hustling and bustling, just trying to get everything ready. We keep walking over to the left. There's what looks like 3 privies, just lines and lines of toilets. People are filling in and out. But it looks like, they're commoners and servers and stuff like that. As we head up this giant flight of stairs, that's when we can see, we go through this door, and that's when we can see the stage. So there is a curtain over here that is not open yet. But we have the full stage basically about, like, almost like 30 feet back. and all the stuff is being put down onto the user sides.
Okay. So, our like stage thing is a band about like intrepid travel. So we can wear on. That's the other thing.
Yeah, we're warrior band. Yeah.
Yeah, but we show up like a regular band. It was like, well, we just got to put on our costumes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But our costumes are.
Okay. So you don't notice anybody new there. You don't notice you being, there's nothing really out of the ordinary. It just kind of seems like it's a gig.
But I want to talk to Griffin. I'm like, what do you know about this guy?
It's the first time I've been there.
You've met him before, right?
Once, and that was not very pleasant.
We saw the torture wraps on the way in. What is this place?
He was the one that gave me the spell. Sorry, Blackstone.
Is he working with the Death Knight?
Roll perception. Oh no, this would be investigation.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's +2. No, +3.
I can't tell you everything. Kind of like means and like really close. It's kind of means that.
You can talk about it.
What I know, he has nothing nefarious other than what he does in his own fortress.
The guy said it's like come to the manor. It's like no manor.
Evan just goes to the area. You might want to get dressed.
Yeah, let's get dressed right now. Well, now the breaker dogs are on stage in the back.
Good. I know.
I'm going to need you three to stand on either side of the stage in the back and get ready for the rest of the party. Like the three roving guys, right? Because I got the spotlight on us, and it's probably Jim around here, right?
Like, no, the curtains are down. There's you can't see that.
No, I'm like when it's on.
Yeah, when it's on. Yeah.
Like
that
the
will be
spotlight
the
on the
stage.
band, and then like we can have the dogs and these guys
Yeah.
standing in the back, kind of in the shadow.
All of a sudden you hear just quiet over the audience. We can't see anything because the curtains are down. And then that same voice from the man that brought us here. And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing Lord Commander Kevdak. Of the Troma Commandos. I'll take it. Let's go stealth check. Oh.
19.
Alright, so you, like, it's not even like make it obvious like most theater people do. Like, you kind of literally like go off to the side, and it's like you're using just the angle of the backdrop and the curtain itself to kind of gauge your thing. And from when you look up, you do see whom these people call Kevdak. And he looks like that.
How does that chain do?
I knew he was one of the dudes. I was like, what's going on?
To his left and his right, from what we can tell, they look like they look just like normal women. Maybe darkish complexion and darker skin color, but they look just normal women. He kind of sits down in the middle of his throne with his feet up on the banister, and both his hands just kind of resting on his chair. So that's it.
That's one of the 4 motherfuckers. Like, I've clearly seen him with something. That's one of those 4 motherfuckers.
Bedlam's on his ear and he's like, that's the one I told you about. He looks fucking scary.
Yeah. Alright, guys. I say we get through this gig and hope for the best. Maybe get an audience with him afterwards, get him alone out of this crowd. But I think he's going to know it's us. Alright, well.
Beast and the boys, you're on in 5 minutes. He kind of looks at all of us and goes, oh, armor, weapons. What's this for?
Oh, this is our stage thing. We do, like a traveling adventure show.
Roll persuasion.
13.
The armor will be allowed, but I'm sorry, but you cannot bring weapons onto the stage.
Well, they're actually part of the... Oh, they're just prop weapons. They're not even real.
So since Golden said it first, Golden rolls 20s. Said prop.
Whoa.
It's prop.
Oh, no.
These do not look like props. I'm sorry. Weapons must stay on stage.
Okay. Can we just give them to our roadies to hang on to in the back? there's no time to go repack them. But we'll just put them at the back of the stage.
As long as the little kept actors help see them, I'm fine with this.
So we gotta get our noticeable weapons back here. Right?
So bow gone, crossbow gone, hammer gone.
Yeah, well, my sword and my crossbow are back here, but I still got everything.
I still have my bow set.
Yeah. Your
That's
shield,
something you summon.
yeah, you summon.
Remember, that's a holy shield. You summon that, right?
Yeah,
That's
you're not
really
holding it.
accurate.
It's something go boom.
Like, even if someone were to, like, swing at you with a sword or whatever, right? Like, you were to just put your hand out, the shield would literally just come out. Like, it's a reactionary magical spell thing for you. Yeah.
Think Wakanda.
Yeah.
You know.
You basically have a hard light, like, vibranium shield. Alright. So, we're on in about 5 minutes. We get as much as we could on, and we got it to the stage. The curtain slowly starts to rise up, and there's just lights everywhere. You see Kevdak up there, there's 2 women, and just a crowd of people. What are we saying?
We want to do something that'll please this fucking satanic fucking garbage crowd. I'm thinking, sympathy for the deaf.
I think Thunderstruck.
I was gonna go AC/DC too. I'm thinking also Oz and Big Four Pigs, but
Alright, so, Destiny?
Thunderstruck?
We're on Thunderstruck. So as the area just starts to light up, Bedlam just stands up. Goldie comes in and starts to chant. Crowd looks like they're starting to get into it, and they're just kind of like, a little bit of them are just kind of really, for the first time ever, kind of feeling this music. Jay's just kind of like, just fist pumping with the crowd, getting them all hyped up and everything. And it's like, yeah, the crowd started to, really get into it. Bedlam just kind of looks over, we need our weapons for the show! And even, like, the guy behind the counter, the king, looks over the road and just starts snapping. They all just kind of sneak up behind you, hammers on your back, crossbow on you, he's got his bow,
swords on the side.
everything's still going, and Bedlam's just going. Crowd seems really into it. Even Kevdak at this point just like started to like lean forward. Like, oh shit. Okay. As you say Thunderstruck, you just let out this mist of freezing cold like air that you kind of like make like this spray into. As that happens, you're just like, kind of hit down with your drums and throw your daggers up, and they just start teleporting and poofing everywhere, right? And then just immediately start going back into it. The dogs are just, they're kind of howling with the beat, like they're even having like a good fucking time. As that happens, Kevdak just stands up, silence! They all just kind of stop. Well, there's charades going on in the moment. Did you honestly think you could get this close without me knowing only you? The wall behind us starts to move forward. Slowly and slowly. It starts pushing the crates that we had, it starts moving them forward. Even one of the dogs that were further back is just trying to stop and just being shoved now. I knew the second that you all landed. Isn't that right, Griffin? All of a sudden, Griffin's eyes just kind of roll into the back of his head. He just kind of stands at attention and just walks forward. Yes, my Lord Kevdak. Everything I've done is for you and the conclave. Yes. Everything that you've done. Kind of grabs his drink, takes a nice long sip, and just goes, sick 'em. The 2 women that he was with all of a sudden turn into full-fledged vampires, immediately jump on top of Griffin and just start ripping him apart. Like, they're not there to feed, they're there to just kill. One of them literally like puts her hands into his mouth and just rips them in twine from front to back. The second one is just kind of grabbing his legs, just breaking them off like they're pieces of chicken, and they're just completely ripping Griffin apart. He is now gone. The wall slowly keeps pushing up and pushing up and pushing up. As you get pushed up, you notice that the audience that was there just vanishes, completely dissipates.
Illusion.
There are no more pews.
Fucking fighting pit.
Ground opens up. Pushes us down onto the floor. And then you hear that heavy clump of chains again. And you feel the floor just kind of unlock and then slowly go down. As it does, you notice that the floor that you were standing on that used to look like it was made of nice wooden carpets is actually a very thick chain almost, where it's just iron post to iron post in a zigzag pattern that looks like a chain, but it is a standable floor.
So it's like fucking elevated quick.
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking cargo elevated.
As you start going down, you start to notice that the temperature is really starting to kick up until eventually the elevator stops, and you notice the floor open up into what's underneath you is just exploding and bubbling up. So the elevator kind of looks like this. And like on the end of all four of the chain down.
Like lava all around here.
Yeah, so it's kind of broken up to like sections like this for the actual like floor. But it's like these are more solid parts. So instead of it being a chain, it looks like it's just steel bars that kind of resemble like an actual floor. So like from on top of these, you can't see underneath you. All this is lava.
Doesn't show up something like this.
It's all lava.
How high is it up?
That is about, so his seats are about 50 to 60 feet above us.
Too high is it?
Yeah. We're about 20 to 50 feet on top of the lava. But we feel the heat.
We're being pushed off the stage.
But we're already
Oh no, like the stage already pushed us off, and then that's where we are now. So
it's looking like this. Really?
that's nice. So we're all just kind of like this, basically.
So this floor pushed back.
Well,
down.
can you stand on these parts?
Yeah, like we can stand all over this, but it's like this is how we were pushed off, so we were just kind of shut
We
from the
still
wall.
got the two brothers with us, too.
Oh yeah.
The guy
Who's
is
the roadies?
We don't know who's got there on yet.
One of them just got murdered.
Yeah, the fucking captain of the big ship.
He just got like he's dead.
A couple
So
vampires.
this guy's on to us, and he just said,
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So as you all kind of get lowered down into the pit, you can kind of see where Kendak is, and he slips down and goes, Smarty bonus, right? And then he jumps down. He is considered a large creature. He's about 10 feet tall. Completely, just absolutely ripped. From what you can tell, his hands all the way up to his arms are basically just like burned and singed off. He has massive chains wrapped around pretty much his entire body, all of them ending with hooks on the end of them. And as he starts, he's just whipping around 4 chains in each of his hands. Roll for initiative.
Ghost Rider? Jesus.
You gotta change
Oh,
the
2.
You gotta change the music.
Yep.
13. 17. O'Malley. I was going to say, this guy looks like he likes fire. So fire arrows, probably not the best idea. No. Which go? 2.
is he evil by any nature?
He's definitely
He's definitely evil, man. He's one of those 4 dudes that are trying to kill us right now. We got to get to his butt.
all about the conflict.
Need another beat for this? A big one or the big one? So are you guys
I'm
down
gonna take
tomorrow?
care of for PP. For PP. Okay?
Mal, are you just taking the dog out?
Yeah.
Can you walk to the store for me? I need something actually pretty important. Pain pills, show me stuff, cramps.
Oh. It's simple to go back. Like,
See, just because of my my bachelor lifestyle, I was having a thing.
I gotta go to the store and get milk.
I do, but
chocolate ice cream.
they're ready.
That's who I hook up a lot. Well, now I don't because I have Sam, but you know what I mean. Well, no, I still yeah. Yes.
So they already went through their responses.
Let's see, I tried that once, man.
No, I don't actually do that. But
Yeah, but I'm a disgusting pervert. Like,
no, I don't
Bedlam should be ladies. Yeah, these are the two ladies that are kind of like ripping right now. So,
the holy works on those guys super.
he kind of just drops down, and as he's swinging around his chains, he just throws two of them out. So this is me.
Then before you go to take
That's
a turn.
you, O'Malley. Okay. So he manages to grab onto Goldie and literally pull her right in. As he does, he literally just kind of readies up his hand, and it just immediately bursts into fire. He just lays one right on you. You take 6 points of damage.
Are we glad?
You're next week.
Okay, sorry. I'm 5. You rolled a 1?
2.
Oh, man.
What's the super
I rolled a 2, but I'm like...
both of the vampires that he was with kind of just stop tearing the body, and both of them go and immediately grab one of the dogs. And now the dog is being subjugated to the same thing, where it's like they're just clawing. They're not
So I
fighting.
think the other two dogs afterwards.
On your turn.
It is his turn next.
Oh yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah, what are you and the dogs doing, buddy?
Who's this already?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They've got their own separate...
Yeah, they have their own thing.
thing.
So, what are you doing, buddy?
You want to tell those dogs to go fight their vampire?
Yeah. Okay, go for it.
Dogs are vampires.
So you gotta
Do it,
roll.
guys.
Yeah.
And so roll 2.
Yep. Neither of them hit. So both dogs do try and run over and jump towards the vampires, but like they immediately jump over. So they're behind them now, but they haven't been able to attack. So what's your turn, buddy?
Attack me.
Yeah, you're right here, bro.
Now, don't try fire arrows.
No
He's a
fire
fire
arrows.
monster.
Yeah.
So let's try.
You have favorite enemies. So this guy is, from what you can tell, he is a fiend. Like he is like a demonic creature that would be something that you see in the woods. Like there are like points of him
So I
that
can
you.
talk briefly with him?
I would. He just put us in a situation, dude.
No.
Okay, can I do 3 shots from where I'm standing?
Yeah. Well, you're standing right here to him. Like,
Okay, so one's a normal arrow, one's a ice arrow, and one's a holy arrow.
Okay. So roll 3 times.
Like, what is this about, like, saying...
So what is
15. 9.
So normal arrow hits, ice arrow doesn't hit, holy arrow does hit. Okay.
So
So
2 hits.
yeah. So roll for damage.
2 D6.
So one's a normal arrow.
D8.
Yep.
That's D8.
Look on your sheet.
No, that's not a D8.
That's D8.
Well, I'm asking you what a D8 is. Like the dice.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, that's
D8.
it.
Yeah. All right.
8.
8 plus 3. Nice.
Roll again.
And then roll again. This one does plus 6. And it's holy damage, and he just takes holy.
Oh, shit!
There we go.
Alright, yes.
Okay, so hang on, this is gonna work.
Yeah, you lost one all those types of arrows.
So as Shady shoots out these 3 arrows, the first one kind of just hits into this muscle and doesn't really seem like he's even bothered by it. The ice arrow just kind of flies right past his head and does nothing. And then the holy arrow kind of hits him in the lower gut, and he just kind of it does make him flinch, but he immediately just kind of grabs it, takes it out, and just snaps it in 2.
Did the effect already do it?
Yeah, hit it. Like you could,
But he's a fiend, right? Like you can he's
like you can tell that there's something demonic about this dude, and that like fire and shit does not work on him.
holy does.
We don't know if ice works.
No,
We haven't hit
you
with
wouldn't.
ice yet. But Destiny, you can give him a fucking holy blast right now.
I'm done with ice arrows. That's you know, I'm down to one.
It's all right. I got
Or two.
I've got
What do you do?
Yeah, I'm down to two ice. I got four.
I've
holy.
got 12 of them still.
So yeah, man, we gotta see what you can do with ice and holy. I don't know.
Give him a holy blast, get him on.
Yeah, because right now you can't move.
Like he's got you.
Like you got the hook like right around you right now, and like he's wailing you once.
I just like express right.
Destiny, why aren't you listening to me?
What do you want me to do?
You always go straight to the ice press, waste some votes right away.
All right, give me the dice. I don't know what to do. What happened?
No, I'm just saying if that's what you're gonna do, that's fine. But like, you go right to that. You have so many other fucking things to do, right? Like we know that he's he's vulnerable to holy. We know that. You have holy damage. But you go straight to your ice blast.
Well, pretty much any magical spell you do, like your bless, that would be considered holy. Like a lot of the spells like clerics get are just there's holy like plus holy damage.
See, like you're touching it, right? So you can like
I can inflict wounds.
inflict wounds while like
You can inflict wounds and take a swing with your hammer.
yeah. Ben will know if he takes ice damage. You would think that he would.
So this is just for your hit. He doesn't pass his inflict wounds, so that does work. So you do roll 1d8 damage.
5 plus.
Just 5 damage. Plus one over your
Ice hammer.
Oh no, this is for her spell.
Yeah, that's
for
my
her
holy.
wisdom. Her wisdom modifier.
Oh, wisdom plus 3.
No, you did. You got the 8 plus. That's what that was.
I thought that was.
No, because you just do your
You just do it.
yeah, you just do your spell. Right. For some of them, I have to pass a saving throw, which I did, which is why you got the damage. But yeah, your hammer just passes. Yeah. So yeah, you are able to put like one hand on him and kind of get into the point where these injuries that you see on his hands, they do get more severe, and like his knuckles even start to crack open a little bit. You do manage to see a little bit of blood, but it looks like what someone gets in like the winter when their hands are dry. You take a wild swing with your hammer, and he just completely misses it. You just dodged it completely. It's not even like it's bothered. All right. What are we doing now?
Still dropping, right?
Yeah, you still have the chain heavily around it, yeah. Because you didn't want to pass a strength check, you wanted to try and see if you could damage it from where you were. Just trying to get out of it, that's almost a whole turn if you don't pass it.
I'm gonna. I want to head fake him with a dagger. Right? If it hits, it hits. Then I want to come in with the blood edge.
Okay.
Right? And I want to hack at the hand that's holding her. Right?
Okay, so he's basically going like this with one of the hooks.
Yeah. So I'm going to toss a
Okay.
knife, and then, he sees the knife coming. I'm coming in with the blood edge.
Alright, so that's 2 different throws.
Well, it's not throws, but I'm
No, like
saying
2
right
different
here.
like d20s.
Yes. Oh, that's such a cool thing!
Alright, so try again. Alright,
Yeah.
and then next, so this is blood edge.
19.
Alright, so both of them are going to hit.
Okay.
So throw for 1 dagger dice, and then throw for 1 blood
1d8.
edge dice.
1d8 for the dagger. 1d8 plus 1.
Oh,
6 damage.
And then the blood edge.
And that's 2d6 plus 6.
Got it, that's that.
And it also has crippling. So that's 12 damage plus crippling. Oh, sorry, piercing. Yeah, thank you.
Ooh, and he rolled a critical fail. I thought he just rolled 1, so roll 4d6.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, this is her guiding bolt. This is her most powerful spell. This is a one a battle type thing. 5.
Plus 2 more. Oh, 7. 12.
6. So you literally just kind of take both of your hands and just kind of shimmer them around with this holy light, and then just boom, boom, two of these holy bolts fly through the air, crackling on the ground with electricity, almost as if they're being completely guided towards it. And as they hit, they just kind of make like these giant like marks and like burns on his body with your holy sigil, and he just lets out a giant. And he just starts holding his chest like together, almost makes it seem like it's almost ripping apart from the inside, you know. And he's just standing there, just trying to hold himself together, like compel it, like complete his composure. That's your turn. Yeah, you hit him fucking hard. Like he's gonna feel that.
Man, oh man.
Like you don't start with liquid.
What?
You don't start with liquid.
No, I was gonna feed it to your mom later.
Just back.
Stuff it. It's a lot.
That's what you doing,
Babe, we're gonna put in the soup,
How
babe.
do we switch spots?
We're making soup.
I was right here.
It's because the destiny roll.
That's like 60%.
I was right here.
Alright, so
I'm gonna come right here on this black part, on the rail, and I'm gonna slash this one part. Butt edge. Right across. Hopefully hit them both, right? Because I don't really need to move. Is that a move?
Not really. It's more like a pivot. I'll give you that.
And then I want to slash for both of them.
So since you do have 2 attacks as a rogue normally, I will give you a cleave attack, attacking both of them with your blood edge like that.
Now, the blood edge has got a +5 attack bonus.
Yeah, no, this thing is metal.
Okay. I want to take a easy
Yep.
Right, so I got to roll twice. Right?
Yep. 18. That hits.
11.
That just hits with +5.
Okay.
So now roll damage.
So I need 2 d6s +6 for the first guy.
So it's 5, so 11, yeah.
Oh, so I got 13.
So as you kind of turn around, as you pivot, you kind of just hold your hands out, and the blood edge just appears in your hands, like a liquid blood metal just kind of appears and makes this giant longsword, and you just cut both of them, and they both just kind of stand there for a second, and then their blood just slowly starts dripping into the sword. As this happens, both the vampires just kind of slowly start to shrivel and look like they've just aged about maybe like 100 years. The blood edge is now a large weapon. It can hit 10 feet. It's basically like a buster sword. It still does the same damage, but you now can hit behind.
So could he like basically swing back?
That's not
No,
my turn. That's my turn.
He was
That's
1-2.
Because I took it big and I came right through both of them.
But you can tell that both of them are basically that just hurt a lot. The dog makes a saving throw and is able to pull himself back up.
Yay! Puppy.
Now back. I'm just going to jump back and just try and fucking focus to go. Natural 20.
Oh,
okay.
damn!
Yes. Alright, so that was for... Okay, no, so I'm just getting my 2 attacks, yeah. That dice is hard to read.
Fucking I know, it was impossible.
5 plus 2, 7. 4 plus 2, 6. 13. Bedlam just kind of shakes it off, dashes forward towards Kevdak, and just bam, one in the gut, and then oof, jumps up and just gets a huge right cross across Kevdak's face, where you even see like a little bit just kind of starts moving, even the helmet kind of shakes a little bit. You hear a low audible groan as he's just his turn. Kind of just raises up both of his hands this time, and damage kills them. So the dog makes his reaction and just is able to get out of it.
Oh, we got one of the hell that was left.
Yeah.
Okay, also one back. You're right.
As that happens, you notice that that Kevdak just stands up, and the chains that were around him just literally start to float and almost make like a protective barrier around him. They just start whipping and slashing. One of them just kind of hits Bedlam in the chest, and the other one just kind of grabs him on the ankle and throws him halfway across the ring. Back into this corner. Another one, boom, hits Mal directly in the chest and sends him on the edge, but you managed to grab, you just managed to grab it. Another one hits Shady right in the chest, but it didn't really, do that much pushback. And then another one hit Goldheart, and she, you basically got one foot just off the ledge right now. Nobody takes damage, but everyone is pushed back.
Nice.
And then that's a 14. Oh, yeah. Oh, so oh, my God.
Yeah, 2 hits.
So I get 4 d4s.
Plus 4.
Plus 2. And since I'm still in rage, I get to roll that damage again. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Well, with multiple strikes, that's really fun.
2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright. So Bedlam just literally tips himself up, just kind of dashes forward, and then just, like out of an anime almost, just and you literally see Kevdak just kind of boom, boom, like his whole lower body just kind of reacting to it.
Yeah.
Just
It was a train gotcha.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Kevdak doesn't really move, but even with his chains just trying to stop most of these barrages, like, they can't really keep up with the fists of Bedlam. And he just kind of stops and stands there, and those chains just kind of start to slowly wrap around his body and make almost like this armor. They were supposed to, but then luckily I did enough damage that, like, hey, he's on the defensive. So now it's Kevdak's turn.
But you can only hit what's closer. Right?
So he immediately raises up the lava.
Here.
Ideal reactions. Oh, 18. Sweet. So I make that.
What the hell is that? That's no problem. I can't use it.
And he fills up the entire pit with lava. I was able to kind of backflip out of it, but then he covers himself with it. And as we can all see, like, it starts to slowly, like, go into his wounds and starts to close them all up. And then all of a sudden, it even looks like it's making like a rocky, ashy type of skin armor on him. And then he just kind of stands and just goes, "Oh, I'm learning my cheeks tonight." And then dashes towards Goldie, delivers a huge left blow. Make a acrobatics check. You get -2 for this. Because you don't do this stuff often.
17.
Ooh. So he doesn't quite get you, but he is able to kind of like hit you in a way that like it kind of knocks you off balance. You do take 6 points of damage because it literally just flips you end over end, just the sheer force of it. And because of it, you're kind of lying down over here now, with your head just over the grate, like just your hands, but the rest of your body is safe. Then he makes a second attack. We kind of just like dash forward over here, and then looks over at both of you. And then just tries to make a slow, sweep kick. So I need both of you to make acrobatics checks. Make an acrobatics check, buddy. Yeah, so just roll. Yeah, so roll.
13.
Okay, so neither one of you make it. You both take 6 points of damage. You're both also knocked down on the floor.
How do you just swept?
Like, he literally just, like, jumped up, sweep kicked both of you, and then turns around to Bedlam, and then makes a shoulder charge, and hopefully 11 plus my acrobatics is 15. Hopefully I'll make it. He literally just shoulder checks me and knocks half of my body almost out. I take 6 points of damage.
No, it should be pencils everywhere. Really.
Yeah, no, I know.
Fire or off the ground?
You're on the ground. Half your movement speed is to get back up.
Yeah,
You can then
stand
still
right back
attack,
up and then still attack.
but that's because you have a bow and arrow.
So you stand up?
I can't clap.
No, of course not.
So I gotta roll.
No,
you can stand
I've
up.
been doing it wrong. You can stand up, but half your movement speed is gone.
Yeah, so that means you can only move like
10 feet, maybe
instead of
15
30
feet. Yeah.
So just fire around.
So you can fire at least 2 arrows at him.
One holy, one regular, and one, hold on, one holy and one, ground.
So that's 2 D20s. Yes. Yes. So you fire both these arrows off after you hit up, and it's not even like Kevdak has to really do anything to avoid them. It's just the sheer range, just go right by him. But now he's just staring at you and locks eyes. All right, next turn. After moving, so you get up.
Now you can only move 15 feet. That's about 15, that's it?
Yeah.
Like, you can get up there and get the fucking whole range or something.
Like he's literally just staring at you right now.
Okay, can I run up and freeze them?
Yeah.
Why would you run up? You can get him from there. You can just stand there.
There you go.
Okay, can I freeze them? You can all attack me.
So you roll depending on how well your freeze does. I will see if I save it.
Oh.
You rolled a 17, so.
I'll be afforded.
As you make the freeze wall, he literally it does catch his leg, but he just snaps right the fuck out of it. Almost as if it was made out of, like, candy.
Oh, just because I rolled it that way. How many times can I use that?
Twice per battle.
So can I do something else before my jump done?
So after movement speed was that, you can maybe cast a small spell, like a self-heal, but there's not really much you can do with that. You would be able to do that, yes. But you would roll at a slight disadvantage because you can't see exactly where you're coming from. This is going to take 1 turn for you. Oh, no, wait, you still have the letters in your hand, right?
Yeah, so then.
Oh, so yeah, no disadvantage. You can just do that. That will be your whole attack roll.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to do that.
So usually it's 2 rolls, but 1 is
what I want to do is I want to, like, flip in the air and bring it out with a dazing strike with the butt edge.
So that's going to be an acrobatics roll?
Yeah.
That's also going to be a strength check. Actually, no strength check because this thing's weightless to you.
Yeah.
So yeah, just acrobatics, see if you make the distance, and then roll again to see if you hit.
6.
Critical fail?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
you're not jumping up. You're not jumping up, but you can at least, like, if you hit this,
I didn't flip it. Okay. But I still got, it's longer now. Right?
Yeah. It has at least 10 feet, so you can hit it from halfway, but let's see if you hit.
15.
That hits. Plus your modifier.
Yeah.
So you kind of run up with the sword, and you jump, and as you do, you kind of, like, almost like it looks like you trip over your laces. Kevdak just looks up and expects you to kind of, like, jump up and attack him, and his hands go into a ready position. And then, as that happens, you kind of slightly roll on your shoulder, bring it around, and just boom! Hit it across both of his ankles.
Okay.
Roll for damage.
Dazing strike.
What?
That's 2d6 plus 6. It's 12.
Alright.
And then I roll 1d8 for daze. See if I daze him or not.
Mm-hmm.
That's 1d8 plus 2 to see if I daze him. Oh, 9.
So, as you cut across his shins, he just kind of drops to his knees and just, like you can tell, like he's in absolute pain.
So, like, I use that.
Oh.
So I can't use that. I have one more time to use that.
Yeah. That's my go. Oh shit, he doesn't even know I just got up. He's only half.
He's dazed, right?
And he's halfway in the light. You all just kind of see Benham stand up and just. And he takes out his bow staff. I'm going to see if I can grab him underneath his leg and try and force him back into the light.
Oh, yeah, the light right here.
Yeah.
Right?
So this is going to be a strength check. I have a +2 to it. 13 plus 15, that just hits. And now I'm going to hit that range on it. That's 15 plus my dex. Alright, so it's 16.
He looks nice because he gets 4 hits.
So Bedlam literally just kicks himself up, grabs the staff, and it immediately extends into its full range. Grabs it from both sides and just picks up the leg and poof! Throws Kevdak closer towards the end. He's prone. He's in the holy light, and his body's like kind of half of the lava. And then as he does that, he just brings it back up and wham! Hits it right on the rib cage of Kevdak, and you literally hear a crack as it does.
Right. It's his go.
Yep.
See what he's got next.
Well, you rolled 2 criticals after you said that.
Oh!
Literally, the second you finish that sentence. 2
One.
points.
Oh no.
He doesn't even really pick himself up. The chains kind of do that for him. As that happens, the holes and the scars and the wounds that you've all inflicted on him, they are very visible. But then all of a sudden, the chains go through his body and start almost stitching themselves back up. And then his body starts pulling towards the lava and starts making parts of it almost.
Well, nobody in the lava is
No. So he literally just starts forming and changing.
I thought you're 1. Oh, you're 5.
His body starts to shift and mold to the point where it literally starts to melt away. And he now turns into a fire lava elemental. But from what you can tell, there are still parts of chain that are on him, and from what you can recognize, Kevdak's helmet is still on his head, but it's now just all completely covered in lava.
We got a final form going on here, boys.
Okay.
I should never speak these things.
So as he changes into this form,
Oh, frick.
he kind of raises up his left hand and throws it back, and a lava wave kind of approaches. And make a dexterity.
Dexterity?
Yeah, because you're dodging out of the way.
Oh, that's 18.
All right.
I had dexterity, bro.
So you are able to kind of jump out of the way, and the dragon armor is able to protect you a little bit, but your boots and your legs do kind of catch on fire just because of the sheer heat. And you jump back because of just how intense it was. You take 3 points of damage. He starts to travel along the wave, and then makes another one that just kind of goes sideways on both ends. So I need both of you now to roll.
Yeah, and then you use your dexterity. 19 plus
I'll take them
1.
both. I'll take them both. So you do both manage to kind of get out of the way of it, but you are both prone. But you just made it prone. Boss fight. You both take 3 hits damage. Because of how far you had to go, 3 hits.
Now it's your go.
Okay, so am I standing up?
Oh, I'm going to pee on something out.
Nice.
Wait until... We're not going to make all the goals.
Is the fire elemental prone to holy damage?
You don't know.
Well, he just got himself into this thing while he's standing in holy light.
Yeah, but now he's not even in this holy light.
Well, no.
Wait, just to give you an idea, this guy's kind of like Clayface for Batman, but he's made out of lava.
So, like, it just-
We don't know yet. We've never thought anything even remotely like this.
No,
Okay,
but
so
the point
my
is,
turn.
he built himself in the holy light. That tells me that, I can't do shit.
No, it's just holy doesn't do shit.
So I stand up.
I gotta
So
go
it's happy movement.
Now I'm going to fire 2 ice arrows.
Cool.
20.
Oh,
Roll again. Alright, so both of these hit. So what's your arrow damage do?
2 plus 1.
Which one? The longbow?
Yeah.
1d8 plus 3.
You got 1d8 plus 3. And then roll. 2 plus 3, and then I got it.
oh.
Oh,
He's
4.
standing up even better.
4 and
You should
5.
see a dog.
So as you shoot out both these ice arrows, you do notice that as they hit, they cool around the area and do reveal almost. They do reveal the underparts of what Kevdak was. So he's basically just got lava armor,
Yeah, okay.
If you have
and
any
then he
ice
just kind of breaks both of them down. But you see that because of the enchantment of the arrow, it's not really healing closed. The lava is still there, but he's got like 2 small holes of just where the cool magic. Ice. All right. What are you doing? Oh, fuck, yeah. So half your movement speed, and he just jumped towards you.
Yeah, he's right in front of you.
Right there.
Sunrise rapid.
All right, let's see. You have to roll better than I do. That's going to be easy. Critical fail.
8.
All right, so this is going to be damage. So 2d6 is weak. I'll accept it. If I can't see it where it lands, okay, so there you go.
There you go, you got it back.
So he takes, so that was 5 damage? So he takes 15 damage because he's weak against the shit. And you literally just, on the same spot that, on a different spot that that shit he just hit. So where the 2 arrows are on this side, the frost breath just completely envelops him, and you literally see the entire side of Kevdak just kind of on one bit, where the lava can't really flow over anymore, and it's all just kind of cooled down. But like half of his normal body is hanging out, while the other half is still that lava creature. Your hammer? No, because half your movement speed was to get up, and then that. So it's like if you were to move, like you'd be able to stop and get right in front of it. That's it. No.
It's my turn. Right, so I'm going to stand up, and I've got my crossbow. I'm going to unload 6 ice bolts into that motherfucker on the other side. It's going up.
Alright, roll 6.
12.
Miss.
14.
Miss. Miss. Miss.
I got one of them.
So roll for damage.
That was 5, wasn't it?
Nice arrow.
Yeah, it was.
It does do more.
But no, you had a full bolt, so you can fire one more.
Oh, I got 6.
Yeah, so you rolled 5. That's what we're saying.
That big one. That's the one on the head.
So roll twice.
Okay.
So no, good job.
Ice. So this does triple damage to this?
Double.
Double damage. Okay.
So roll.
So 1d8 plus 1.
All right.
Okay. So that's 4.
So 8 damage plus 6.
3 seconds.
So as you kind of like fan the hammer on your giant crossbow, 4 of them just kind of go away, but the other, the last 2 do manage to hit him on that part of the lava armor, and you literally just see all of that just kind of harden into rock and then just kind of crumble away, and Kevdak just boom, just drops down back onto the chain floor, and then just stands up trying to wrap the chains around himself and make some sort of any semblance of armor.
Now.
Is that a full move?
Badly.
That's a full move. That's 6 shots.
While standing up was half one.
And then he shot him 6 times.
And then I unleashed one whole fucking cartridge.
Oh, okay.
I got 2, so I only got 1 cartridge that I still touch.
Well, I didn't hit him, but I do run up at least in front of him. That's my turn.
Your turn, Dave.
Because I'm tired from the rage and I already spent my key. So it's like I literally can.
Fire more ice arrows.
I can run up in front of him and then use.
Do you have more ice arrows?
I can use patient key.
No, you don't even need ice arrows, buddy.
No,
you
now
just run right up. Use your fucking melee weapons and chop at his fucking head. You got melee weapons too. Like a powerful
sword.
Yeah, but it's a powerful elf
Taking
sword.
out the sword is a free action. Running up to him is your movement, and then attacking him is your whole turn.
I'm standing right there, right?
Yeah,
you can fire 3 arrows into regular arrows.
You can do that. Yeah, he gets plus 2 to archery.
Okay, yeah, man.
And I got 3 shots.
Yeah, well, you can fucking
he leveled
shoot
up,
him
so
right
we
in
can do
the
that.
face. Oh,
That
19.
hits. So 1, that hits.
13.
That does not hit. That does not hit.
You
So
got 1
roll
right
for
in
damage
the face.
for arrow. 1d8.
28 plus 3, right?
48 plus 3,
4.
4. 2.
Arrow flies through the air, and then he just kind of tries to grab it, but it doesn't really get him, and just kind of pierces the end of his chin. Doesn't really do what you can tell is like super amount of damage, but you can tell like this is like it's getting pretty close to the end of this guy.
Because I know beats.
Yeah.
Right, that's it. Here go.
See,
Come in with that hammer.
Because I know beats, I know he's gonna die. He's gonna die soon.
Hit him right in the
Just
fucking
smash
lower
him.
back, you know?
Yeah.
You can just come right here. Boom! Hit him right in the fucking lower back.
Alright.
We want this guy to crumble before us. Oh, well, that's 1. Like, you're standing right in front of him.
You can kind of bring it back and maybe use the momentum to see if you can catch him off guard. But for that first one he is going to dodge, that's going to miss too. So he literally does kind of shake out of the way, and the second one kind of pushes him a little bit further back. You don't hit him, but you do manage to move him a little bit. No?
It's just about to
So I
die.
toss both my fucking daggers at him, and then jump in with a kick.
Kick?
Yeah.
Okay.
But like, not off the side.
No,
Kick to the
roll.
side
I'm
of
just
the head.
interested.
That's good.
Oh, because I'm right here. Like, with my acrobatics, I can come in and just kick him right on the side of the fucking head. But I'm gonna throw both my daggers. The fucking
Yeah, no. Throw. So, dagger throw.
13.
That one hits.
Okay. Now, the other dagger?
Yeah. That one does not. Now the kick.
This is
Here's
plus
what
my
the kick.
acrobatics, right?
No, this is plus your strength. Because you're putting all, like, you're basically doing a side kick. Okay.
No. Okay.
Plus your 3? Yeah, plus 3. Okay. Okay. So, you kind of, like, run up and just dagger. The first one does manage to hit him, like, just right above the thigh where,
Did he roll for that?
oh yeah, hold on, just hush. He does manage to he does manage to hit the dagger, and, like, it just hits right above where Shady Tom was able to hit with one of the arrows earlier. The second one just flies through the air, and he just kind of bats it out as he's trying to catch himself and fight this dagger out. All of a sudden, he just sees this half elf just to kind of appear at his kneecap almost out of nowhere because of how blindingly fast he is, and all you hear is mouths go "fuck off!" Crack,
Ooh, right on
and
the
you
side of
do
the
hear the knee just kind of bend and snap out of position, and you even see a small bone just poke a little bit out. So now roll for damage.
Okay, so that's
Yeah.
okay, so it's 1d8 for the dagger plus 1.
Yep.
8.
And now it's a 1d4 for your for the kick,
melee?
but it's cut in half because you don't know how to do it.
3.
So it gets lowered down, so that's a 2. So
So 10 damage.
10 damage all day. Yeah.
Nah, I want you to, because you're the champion today, man. You come in with that death blow.
So he is kind of just like knocked a little bit down. Now it is Bedlam's turn. Yeah, I'm just gonna round it. 11 doesn't hit. 16 does hit.
Wait, can't see those, I say.
Fucking hard. Oh no, man! I've been rolling great on them, but I can't really see them until I see them. Yeah. But yeah, so 16, that does hit. So
Like, the smaller ones aren't bad, but as soon as the numbers, because they insist on putting that dragon thing on it, each one. They're cool looking dice, but they're not practical.
So Bedlam runs up and just kind of boom kicks out that knee out from underneath Kevdak, and then just raises up both of his hands and then just pow hits on the back of his head. And you notice Kevdak's helmet just kind of tumbles off and rolls, and now it's like basically like over here. And like his disfigured like horn, like he's got like piercings in his face to like pull back his smile and shit like that. He's got hooks in his eyes that just constantly hold him open. Yeah. Like the top of his head is basically just like carved and cleaved off almost, and he's got like scarification going from like all of his head down, and like he looks like just a horrific looking motherfucker.
We've all seen Hellraiser.
Yeah, we've all seen Hellraiser. Like he looks like one of these dudes. Looks like his skin's not looking great. Yeah, kind of like Pinhead on like mask. And then Bedlam just brings back and just boom hits him right in the center of the face, and he just kind of takes it, shakes himself off.
Now it's his turn.
He's kind of slowly just leaning back and forth. His body's just kind of getting there. As he takes a step forward, starts to take a step back, he kind of just stretches, and then takes his right hand and just reaches inside of his own chest, and then pulls out his heart. And as you all kind of see it pumping towards you, he kind of just crushes it down, and the entire body just bumbles. Crushes into nothing.
Jeez, fuck!
But all that's left behind is now one of these black stones, with what looks like the mark of Kevdak when we came in.
Another one of them fucking, like,
One of them things.
pieces. Hey, what do you guys do?
as his body starts to turn to ash and go through the chain floor, you do notice that the lava pit underneath you just immediately cools down. There's nothing there anymore but just hard stone. The chains immediately just start to rise back up. As it turns back to the theater, the illusion immediately kicks back in. And there's a crowd there just cheering and screaming for us. As we start heading towards town, is there anything anyone wants to say? Like, Bedlam's the one that's kind of holding this guy, and we're all just kind of trekking through the desert. We see the town, we are getting closer to it.
Yeah. Obviously, no one's fucking with us. Right?
No, like, the people are just kind of like, they're just doing they're sweeping, they're doing their saloon cowboy typesetting things.
People of this place! Did you even get a name for this place?
We did. Shire Hot.
People of Shire Hot! The tyrant is dead! Here is his lackey.
Malback.
Kevdak.
Kevdak is dead! Just tyranny is no more. Evil is vanquished. May life return. Here's this fucking sniveling worm who helped him subjugate his own kind.
Roll a charisma check.
18.
Oh, the people are absolutely behind every single goddamn word that you just said. And for the first time since you've actually been here, you actually do start to see, like, life kind of, like, literally pop back into these people almost. People are poking their heads out of windows and doors. People just kind of stopping their daily routines. Even the ones that are on the docks, they're kind of getting whispers that, like, this just happened.
Yeah.
All of them immediately just kind of ignore you and just start staring at Kevdak's assistant.
Yeah. No, I just want to say one more thing. Before you people unleash your judgment on this wretched soul, know that it was the motley few who rescued you.
Roll a charisma check.
That's super awesome. We love it!
The crowd erupts. They pick up the sign, they cut down the dead. They immediately change the name from the Pink Prick over to the Motley Fuse.
Dude, the little Bedlam.
To the Little Bedlam.
Because he's famous. Oh, no one hits the little Bedlam. His name's fucking Cyril there.
Yeah.
So
now, yeah. So they changed the name of the bar to the Little Bedlam. And the crowd is absolutely loving it. Bedlam looks over at Al. Hold on a second. What's your AC?
AC?
Yeah. Your armor class.
Oh, 20.
Sweet. So I just hit. As you scream, like as they start taking the sign and wiping down, all the other vulgar parts that were on it, and hanging out the sign for the Motley Few bar, you were the one that screams out, "Change it to the Little Bedlam!" As they start writing that down, Bedlam immediately just whack! Quickly goes into your peaches, and he hits you dead on.
Oh, not in Big Mouth.
And then as we
hey man, I've been with a reptile lady.
As
how would you think?
The town's just kind of waiting and staring over at the man in black. When do we decide what happens to him?
I think you should. You're a clerk. This is where you decide.
He kind of just looks at you and goes, "I'll tell you anything. Please, just let me live. Please, just let me go. Let me get out of these deserts, and I'll go to some of it. You'll never see me again."
People decide.
What if we just say we take him with
Let him go naked in the desert while we're crossing.
Because these people aren't for business, right?
No, they're going to skin him alive.
They're not going to watch. We have to take him with us. And then if we want to, we're going to take you with us to get all the information out of you. So we're done with you. And then we'll see.
I think we'll just run.
So we can hold him in the ship's brig and then go from there.
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't want to let him loose in the desert.
Well, we can't do that here because this town will catch up to him. That's it.
I think we've already got that enough on ourselves.
That's true. At this point, they're basically like, yeah, they're sucking our dicks. They'll put the tits.
People! People! This man is important on our quest. We need to take him with us. He will find his just desserts.
Crowd kind of.
By that I mean we're going to kill him later.
Crowd runs back into the chair, and then immediately they all start going back into their own thing.
So we lash him up and, put him in irons.
Just leave him outside the bar as you sit down.
Yeah.
Alright.
Put a sign that says, do not touch Motley Crue. Lash him up like a horse. Fucking.
As we're all sitting down to our drinks, we see the bar doors just kind of get kicked open. And immediately as they enter in, you recognize it to be Cole and his crew. Well, goddamn, I did not recognize y'all to be the Motley Few. It kind of got it given away when I saw the half orc and the illustrious dragon priest over here. But man, I need to buy y'all a drink. Looks over at the bartender and immediately just goes, "Their tab's on me." This is the guy that
runs the fucking the desert fucking tram service.
Yeah, so this is the guy that was gonna get us across the desert. Yeah. And he was like, "My dude was the champion, and you guys just fucking That's this guy. That's Cole."
Okay, so
All right, we still have that. Can you use that?
What?
The fucking transforming armor thing that he had, because we still have that.
Well, we're gonna get to that. I'm gonna have a popper.
I'm like, oh damn. Damn.
So I just gotta know, which one of y'all is shady?
Speaking.
So you're one of them wood elves, huh? Kind of looks at you and just like inspects you a little bit. You got anything from across there that we don't have?
Hellhound.
Hellhound. How'd you manage across that?
Who are you?
I'm
This
cool right now.
is a friend of ours at this point.
I'm one of the desert folk.
you can pull us over here. Because
You're Cole. I heard you say Cole before, so I
Because we
know.
killed that guy, he's
You're
gonna
Cole.
fight us for you.
So the crowd. So how did we kill that guy with the crowd? What did they say? Mm-hmm.
He's locked up outside the bar.
Outside the bar.
Outside.
That's what they wanted?
No.
Tell me what that. We're taking him
Oh,
with
we're
us.
taking
But we have a sign that says no one touch him.
No.
So he's literally chained up like a
So now
fucking
we can drop the act about who we are.
Yeah.
So what's the deal with Cole? What's he?
I did not believe that y'all were the Motley Few.
Yeah.
So is it true that y'all killed the dragon?
Oh, hell yeah.
Hot damn!
Now that, a couple vampires, some squiggly monster with a bunch of arms on it, a bunch of shit. I don't know the bestiaries, but hey man.
Vampire.
That guy that was just killed, that monster.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
no, he was. I didn't know what he could do, but I've only ever heard rumors.
Lava armor.
He almost killed us.
I don't know, man. That
No.
dragon we fought, pretty damn tough.
Well, from here on out, you can absolutely count on us.
Just because I don't really take any damage in a fight doesn't mean I don't feel pretty good.
But Mr. M is going to want that title sooner rather than later.
He'd have to talk to Ted about that. But, can I just give him a word of advice?
Yeah, of course. We're friends here.
Get the title.
And that's fine.
Federal doesn't care for titles.
Alright, shit. If that's the case, Mr. M, you alright with that?
Federal, take a couple hits to the face and give him your title.
I'm just kind of looks to us. Wait, which one am I losing now?
I don't know. Where's that shit ass title from?
I don't know, it's important to them, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's not important. It's not important to him, as I should say. He's got a lot of them.
We just got a pretty good ride.
Well, in that case, I might as well take you over. You gonna be alright to go in the morning?
I think so. We get a full healing, we get a full stocking from this
Yeah,
grateful crowd.
everyone's healed. No arrows are back or anything like that.
Oh, I want to go find a place. Yeah. They definitely do fire. I don't think we're going to find anything.
Well, ask around. Well, ask Cole.
Hey,
He's been
Cole.
here.
there any place that we can restock our ammo and maybe
for holy arrows, I have to get rid of blast them. Is that what it is?
6.
Yeah. I have to get rid of blast my arrows.
Well, like when we're not getting a shot.
Right.
I think we're in the middle of our stuff.
So Cole just kind of looks at you guys and
I'm going to price arrows.
so Cole just kind of looks and goes, well, there's a shop up the street. I've never been there personally. None of my men have been there. Apparently they sell magics, but nothing crazy. Might be able to catch your luck there. Sorry I can't give you guys any more information, but we're going to start heading upstairs and enjoying our night.
Hey, a place like this has got to have, like, flat market.
Well, then you're going to have to look for it. Since Kevdak moved in, all that stuff closed. The only thing that I know is there's a shop at the end of the street that kind of sells magical items. But it's basically like, you go in there.
Sundries?
Yeah, you go in there and depending on the day to day. I need all three of you to roll Arcana checks.
Hey, Matt. Not a magic user anyway. 15.
So as you put your hand to the door swings open by your actual own force. You walk in, and it looks like a small hallway with slide shelves. You can absolutely tell that this is an illusion.
Who else said that?
No, there's a man standing in front of you. He's kind of gaunt.
Oh, I just thought we just...
Oh, yeah, sorry. So, you walk to the counter. There's just a gaunt standing looking in there. It looks like he hasn't eaten or had any food or anything for any water for a while. And you can just see that he's been better. You can tell that this is absolutely a magical illusion.
I'm like, hey there, Timer, how's it going?
Yeah. You want.
We were hoping to shop for some magical items.
Okay. He just kind of awkwardly points towards the stuff behind you.
Not the real stuff. You know this ain't. Want me to cast some magic? Because don't you have like a reveal sort of thing?
So
you have a detect magic spell and detect good and evil self.
So cast both of those, or just cast detect magic.
Yeah, you already got both.
Nope. I roll to see whether you pass. You do. So you can absolutely tell that this is not what the shop looks like. It's not the shop owner at all. It's literally just a projection of something else. And this isn't even what you would to grab off of the items would just be they are magically there, but when you buy them, it's just something that fills up your bag or your inventory or whatever. So yeah, there's the inventory. If you want to just leave me alone, that'd be great too.
You're the only one that can tell this is real. We're like, this guy.
I don't staff here though. So
You can just tell us that this is fake.
It was all fake. None of this stuff is real.
What? What kind of fabric is that? What do you mean? This ain't real? This ain't real. This.
Some sort of magic.
Could be a hilly flex, could be anything.
It says onion bell.
Bedlam immediately just kind of bump this, tries to punch the person behind the counter. Immediately just disperses into a thing of smoke. Everything just kind of slowly starts to walk away into what you can tell a very familiar shop.
It's fucking Gilmore.
One of Gilmore's cronies walks up from behind the curtain, kind of out of breath. Yes? What? Yes, I will let him know.
Oh, gee.
Try to duck
Fucking
behind.
Gilmore again.
This guy.
Gilmore kind of comes out.
Like the trickster.
Gilmore kind of comes out, and he's just like glazed in sweat, and he's just like in a row. Kind of haphazardly ties it around. Oh! My favorites. Well,
How the hell did you get here?
I've been here forever. This is one of my first shops. No one's been able to figure out that it's been one of my shops. Oh, you made it over here safely. I'm so happy.
Safely? We almost died in a fire pit.
That he wants to attack our ship.
I've been busy for quite some weeks. Well,
We did kill one of the 4 horsemen, and I want to know about the rest.
actually killed Captain.
That was his name? I thought his name was fucking Ghost. Because we said real thing.
And that's where we'll leave it. Yeah, Gilmore's is basically like our save point.
Big point of view.
Yeah.
Awesome, I love that.
Well, he tops us up and keeps us fucking better. And he gives us some upgrades when we need it.